you look at the situation Iran finds itself in, and there's a challenge with domestic credibility, and there is a mess with the international community. I mean, what is the bigger deal here?
Right now, the biggest challenge for them is to keep their hold on power, and for that, they need a stable economy. Reviving growth is the most important thing facing the leaders of Iran right now. And that's very, very hard when you consider the sanctions are in place and the fact that the country cannot basically sell any of its oil these days. So there are two camps in Iran on how to deal with this. You have the Rouhani camp, who are really on the back foot since Trump exited the nuclear deal signed in 2015. And you have the conservatives who say that Iran can survive in isolation and does not need to really do any deals with the outside powers to have access to the world economy outside.
So I'm curious about the conservatives' approach to the economy then, this isolationist strategy. What is their fix for economic growth here?
They basically say that what Iran needs is a resistance economy, and the resistance economy would be through basically deals with Russia and China, and for investment and technology transfers. They also think that they can do certain things through substitution and trade that way. But there are a lot of challenges facing the economy of Iran that are actual structural challenges that they need to deal with through reforms. And so far, the government in Iran, whether conservatives or more liberal ones, they haven't put any reforms forward to try to fix the economy.
The surprise has arguably been, though, Zainab, the resilience of the domestic economic momentum, because as far as I can remember, really, we have been talking, this is for years, we have been talking about Iran facing an economic downturn, but it's still going.
Exactly. And if you look just 2 years ago, in 2018, after the sanctions were snapped back on Iran, the rial lost almost half of its value. Right now, it's stabilized, but you're still dealing with a middle class that's barely scraping by, and you're dealing with a lot of issues with unemployment, economic growth stalled. The country went into recession since 2018, and now digging deeper there. At the time, oil prices are nearly half what they were a few years back when Ahmadinejad was there, and used basically oil revenue to deal with the sanctions that were levied on Iran back then. So Iran doesn't have that many options going forward, and some analysts say that basically by next year, the economy may hit its limits. And we'll see basically how they deal with that issue and how do they try to fix the Iranian economy at a time they are deprived of oil revenue.